Chargers with it. Second straight season, the Mavericks playing to beat the Super Bowl. Disastrous first half for the Phoenix Suns. It's been all Dallas on TNT. I've become something superhuman. Let's see what we can really do. Yes, get it on Digital Tuesday. Migraine attack.
EA Sports coverage of the NFL playoffs brings us to the home of the Ravens. Sold out M&T Bank Stadium in Baltimore, Maryland. Straight ahead, it's a clash to decide the AFC's representative in the Super Bowl. And it'll be a great one between the Denver Broncos and the Baltimore Ravens. The winner here goes to the Super Bowl, and we'll know soon enough which team that'll be as we are underway in the AFC title game. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. Off the play fake to Dobbins. Here's Jackson. First down and more for Jackson. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds.
Now, those are the ones that hurt defensively. You do everything right. Excellent pressure, good coverage downfield, and then he slips out the back door and turns it into a nice gain.
So a 1st and 10 now in Denver territory at the 48-yard line. First carry for the former Buckeye, J.K. Dobbins. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4.
All right, Brand, I know we're in the early going here, but those kind of runs, they're going to open up a world of opportunities for this offense going forward.
At the Broncos' 42-yard line.
6 yards on that last play. Here's 2nd and 4. Jackson on the give to Dobbins. And they'll be inside the 35 now at the 34-yard line.
Well, there's plenty of real estate for him to maneuver on that run, and let's face it shouldn't be a surprise. He's one of the better backs in the league. Had to come into this game with the idea, slow him down, otherwise it's going to be a long afternoon.
On 1st and 10, it's Dobbins. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
Brings up 2nd and 4 at the 28-yard line.
Four yards remain for 2nd down. A shotgun snap and a give to Dobbins. And he's able to get it to the edge of the red zone at the 20-yard line. Quite the opening drive march they're on right now.
It looks a lot like what we saw in practice prior to the game, doesn't it? You know, because on that last big practice beforehand, you go through your offensive script, you go through your play calling, you go through all the stuff and establish things, and it looks like it's going like clockwork right now for them.
Here's a throw to his running back. It's complete. And he'll be taken down at the 2-yard line. Scoring first, so critical in the postseason. They've got it here, first and goal. Jackson. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off inside the 10. And the Broncos are going to get possession here as they force the opening drive turnover. Nobody ever wants the interception on the opening drive to happen, but when it happens in the playoffs, it feels like it's a bigger deal. What a rough start.
And how about these visitors? The defense just went right on the field and seized momentum. You know, almost like they're saying, okay, no one expects us to win this one. Let's go ahead and give them a shock early. Took the ball from the home team and put them in the hole.
Because this crowd, one of the best in the league, especially this time of year, it's going to be tough to take them out of it, but that's a heck of a start.
How best to describe that one? I'd say right down Broadway on that run.
A straight ahead running. I think that might be something we see a lot of between the tackles today.
Well, he's enjoying things so far here this afternoon. Sees a crease and bursts through it for a solid gain.
And able to stay on his feet past the 30 to about the 33-yard line. Marlon Humphrey with the tackle defensively. 6 yards left on second down. He'll look to throw. He's got a man complete. It's Amari Cooper. So the completion good for 6 yards. And that's going to make it third down and less than a yard. Okay with that. Here in the first quarter, he's going to get some catches, but they rallied to him quickly.
And that's what you count on. And I like what you just said. First quarter, can you do it? They catch it, you out on the spot. Because when you're able to do that, you don't give up big chunks of yardage after the catch. Now you put the offense in a position where every series they have to work hard to pick up first downs, and you tend to stall them out when you do that.
2 first downs have him up to the 41 now for 1st and 10. Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. And he'll find Sutton on the right side, complete. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds.
Well, I think when they look at their offense, they think to themselves, weapons, weapons everywhere, and they want to move the ball around. They want to spread it to different people, but you absolutely know they want to get this man involved as well, and that's what they just did on that play.
On first down, he'll drop to throw. A quick throw, but incomplete. An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Back to throw. He'll get that complete to Albert O. They get 6. That'll leave them with 3rd and 4.
Let's not quibble about the gain there on second down. That was a positive play because that was a take-what-you-can-get situation. Got out to the tight end. Now it gives them a much better opportunity to convert on 3rd down.
Here's the 7th play of this drive. This is 3rd and 4. They'll look to throw again. And he's going to be taken down here, still a couple yards short of the first. They stop him for only 3 that time, and that'll bring up 4th down. How about this for an opening drive decision? You got 4th and short, just outside of field goal range in all likelihood. What do you do?
I'm going for it. I've got to go get it right now. I want to establish a tone. It's early in the game. I want to let my offense know that I believe in them. And you know something else? I let my defense know I believe in them also by taking that gamble. If we don't get it, it's okay.
Here we go with Williams. And he will be knocked down hard, but he will have the first down. At first glance, I actually wasn't sure that he got it, but he ended up getting it by about a full yard.
He certainly did, but it took a little effort, didn't it? Took some nice push, a little crease inside, and some determined running to make sure that he got the first down.
And we'll hear from our referee for the first time this afternoon. Trying to get one more in here before the quarter breaks. They'll look to throw here. Try to get it to Williams, but it's intercepted. Picked up by Brandon Stevens. And the Ravens are going to get possession of the football as time will run out on this first quarter of play. We're scoreless after one. Second quarter now from Baltimore. It's the Ravens in possession as they get set to start their drive with a 1st and 10. Now left side on the swing pass. And he'll go out of bounds after taking it a little further down inside the 40. They'll contain him to just 4. 2nd down. Here's a give to Dobbins. And he's going to get this inside the 30. Play action. It's Jackson. He's got his man on the crossing route. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10.
And as a quarterback, you always want to exploit gaps in the defense, and he finds one here. Crossing route, working from right to left across the field. And once you get defenders going in the wrong direction, it is awfully hard for them to pivot back, and you end up getting the first down.
A nice display of powerful running, but it takes him only to the 7. He's dropped there. 2nd and 5 now. Jackson. He'll swing this out to Dobbins. And he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line. So 5 yards here, 5 on the play. And that'll bring up what looks to be a 3rd and inches. Can't be more than a half a foot. Here's Jackson to throw. And he is into the end zone for a Baltimore touchdown. Lamar Jackson taking it in from 2 yards out. And the Ravens are on the board first here in this AFC Championship game. The point after, no gimme in the snow, but it's up and good. And that makes the score 7-0. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. And there are parts of their last drive they'd like to emulate. And, of course, they'd like to forget the ending, the interception. But they did put together, Charles, a nice sustained drive to get him down the field. Yeah, and unfortunately for them, the only thing that matters is part 2, right? Because once they do the interception and finish off the drive, that does them no good to go back and say, well, you know, we had a good one going. Finish things off. That's the only way you can get it done. 2nd and 10. They'll drop to throw. And he's just going to get rid of this thing to no one here. He throws it away, and now it's 3rd. They have to like what they've done defensively here at the outset of this drive. They forced a couple of incomplete passes, bring up a 3rd and 10. Don't be surprised to bring a little pressure on this snap. On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. A pass for Sutton is intercepted. Picked up by Brandon Stevens. And they will finally get to him, but a great return has set him up 1st and goal at the 5. He's had a fantastic rookie season, made a lot of lovely throws, but that wasn't one of them.
Well, we got to give him one, don't we? I mean, with the year he's having, a lot easier for he and his teammates to accept that throw because for the most part, what they've seen, it's been pretty sensational.
They'll run with Dobbins. And he gets him a little bit closer. He takes it from the 6 inside the 5 to the 4. 2 of their 3 red zone trips so far they've come up empty on. They'll look to reverse that trend on 2nd and goal. Under pressure, down he goes. Sacked at the 10. It's a big loss of 5 there on 2nd down to bring up 3rd and goal. Play action. Now Jackson. He'll buy some time right. And the pressure gets to him again. John Franklin Myers providing a little deja vu. Back-to-back sacks. And now they're staring at a 4th and long. And it's a fake. He's going to throw it. A 9-yard touchdown run. And the Ravens will add on to their lead. Tucker with the extra point, and they'll make the score 14-0. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. To this point, the results have not been good. 2 possessions, 2 turnovers.
And that's obviously something that can't continue, but to go a little bit deeper on that one, I would think about some play calls now, not even necessarily to my best player, but to someone I can trust with the ball. Try and get things settled down a little bit.
He'll get a nice chunk there on the 1st down run, and it's 2nd and 4. From the gun, it's a run for Williams. And he'll scratch out only about a yard up to the 32. AFC title game, 2nd quarter action. 2 minutes to play. A reminder, as we've done all year, we'll send you to Orlando for our EA Sports halftime report. In a bit, the coach is with us per usual as we start to look ahead, Charles, to our potential matchups in this year's Super Bowl.
Break it down, Coach. Break it down.
And he will have a Broncos 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. They'll look to throw here on 1st down. This one swung out to Williams. And he'll be corralled out across midfield down to the 45.
Well, these guys have definitely been outplayed in the 1st half. I like their countenance. I like the way that they haven't panicked out there, the way they're carrying themselves. They're starting to move the ball. And what you have to do, maintain your poise and start to put together some drives.
Now left side, a completion to his tight end. Now the Broncos are going to call the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over a minute to go before halftime. 2nd and 7. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. Flushed out right. And he'll go out of bounds after taking it a little further down inside the 40. He'll wind up with positive yardage. It's a gain of 3, but now it's 3rd down. He'll drop to throw. That's complete. Akue Bunam. Now the Broncos going to use the second of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with just under 50 seconds remaining in half number one. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Looking to throw. Over the middle, Amari Cooper. It's complete. And he'll go down at the 26 following a gain of 6. Now the Broncos will use their 3rd and final timeout as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half. Now the Ravens going to use one of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half. Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. That's going to be caught. And he is into the end zone for a Denver touchdown. Albert O. 26 yards. And the Broncos get a late score here in the final minute of the first half. Extra point splits the uprights, and that'll cut the lead down to a touchdown. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And that'll be a little too hot to handle as it will skip through the end zone for a touchback here. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And with a 7-point lead, they'll likely look to take this to the locker room and not really press the issue. He'll dump this off complete to Dobbins. The Ravens going to use the second of their timeouts as the clock will stop with just under 30 seconds to go in the first half. A good gain on first has them set up with second and just a couple of inches now from the 29. They go play action with Jackson. Oh, looking for Andrews downfield. And the defense loses him. It's complete. And all the way in for a Ravens touchdown. But for all the deserved accolades Lamar Jackson gets for his running prowess, his deep ball, it's really a thing to behold as well. Tucker able to connect on the extra point, and it's now 21-7. So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken.
The Broncos take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Broncos onto the field ready to start their next drive. And they'll take over with just 18 ticks remaining. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. And that's going to be incomplete. 12 seconds left.
Even without a ton of pressure in his face, it just shows how difficult it is to pick apart his own defense. Those guys are sitting back, and they're not playing.
Here's 2nd and 10. They'll look to throw. And he checks this one down to Williams. And he's going to be dropped following a pickup of 7 past the 30 to the 32. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. So we are halfway home to figuring out who will represent the AFC in the Super Bowl. As we'll get you down the coast to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach! All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. One more half to decide who takes home the Lamar Hunt Trophy as we're back underway in this AFC Championship. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Broncos onto the field ready to start their next drive. And they have work to do in the second half if they want to earn that berth to the Super Bowl.
And I'm pretty sure this is where their coaches at halftime were saying don't panic, and then demonstrating it by not making a lot of drastic changes to the game plan. Let's just get back to doing what we've been doing all year long. That should be more than good enough.
Flush to his right. Toward the sideline, and look at that catch. Dragging the toes, and that's going to be a first down. Well done. I love that play, because in the snow you think run, run, run. Big passing play there.
And defenders hate it, especially in open space, because trying to come under control, break down, and make a tackle in the open field, difficult in normal conditions. In these conditions,
and he's caught at the 10-yard line. And he's taken down, but not before reaching the 10-yard line. It's a big play there for the Broncos.
There's the arm strength that we saw in college and during the scouting process. And really, it's not just the arm strength there, but the placement as well. To me, that was an excellent combination of arm talent and accuracy.
Back to throw again. And Sutton hauls it in over the middle. Not much there, only a yard.
Oh, it's time to give a little credit there to the defense. They played that very well because it was a drag route, and he ran a little shallower than normal as he worked straight across the field. He was hoping he'd get lost behind the defensive line, but once he made the catch, nowhere to turn upfield and gain any yardage.
Here's 2nd and goal, operating from the 8-yard line. Again, he'll drop to throw, and that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on 3rd down. But the passing windows are just not there. And that's just another example of how great this defense has been all game long.
And that's exactly what a top 10 defense can do. They can really change the game tempo and frustrate you as you try to execute offensively.
They'll look to throw on 3rd and goal. Touchdown, Broncos! Amari Cooper from 8 yards out, and the Broncos have cut it to within a score. And oh, it's no good on the PAT, so they can't add on here, and our score is going to stay right where it is. So with the missed PAT in his rearview mirror, he goes back out to kick this one off. From the 10.
The Ravens take over 1st and 10 at their own 23-yard line.
The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. And maybe some renewed pressure on this unit following the touchdown a moment ago. It's back to a one-score game.
And because of that pressure, because it's now a one-score game, they know this is where you need to slow the momentum change, because otherwise that could overrun your team. You got to be careful right here.
And the Broncos get there and take him down. So still 14 yards to go, 2nd down. Another try after the first down sack. Jackson on the run. He'll let this go deep right side. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's third down.
I think you can easily follow the thinking there. The pressure on the last play, well, it got to him. So they decided, let's get him out of there, bootleg him out to the right. Unable to complete the pass downfield, but the thought process, spot on.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down. Here's Jackson. And that'll be caught by the big tight end, Andrews. And he can only get this to the 42-yard line, and that is not near enough. They do get 9, but it leads to fourth down. They'll indeed go for it with Jackson. And he'll go right back to Andrews. And now this is going to depend on the spot. And they say he's just short. Boy, a curious decision to go for it. Doesn't pan out. And the Broncos are going to get the football back in great field position. They'll try and start this drive in the air. Open man, he completes it to Judy.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
Second and 3. And seeing nowhere to throw, he chucks this one away from harm. Incomplete. Now it's third down.
And when you've thrown as many interceptions as he has in this one, you definitely start getting a little hesitant to throw the ball out wide because that's prime pick six territory. That time, he made sure the only guy who was going to catch it was sitting in the third row.
On third and short, they'll try and pick it up through the air. It's caught on the right side, Williams. And he will have a Broncos first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
Another catch for him there on this drive, Brandon, and it looks like they're going to utilize him out of the backfield any way they can. And that time, they pick up a first down. So now on defense, do you assign a man to him and try and cover him before he gets going?
Still 9 remaining on second down. They're going to look to throw. That's going to be caught by Judy. The reception good for 7. It's third down.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion. They would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication. And as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him off to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete.
Out of the gun now on third down. This will be caught. Judy. And able to get him down, but he does reach the 5. 1 quarter remains until we crown the AFC champion. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports. First and goal, a touchdown and a 2-point conversion here are musts. They'll try and run. This is Williams. And the hole closes quickly here. He can fight only to about the 4. Only a yard on the pickup there. Second and goal.
Well, they certainly had success throwing the ball in this drive, and not as much running it as we just saw once again on that last play. Stopped after a very short gain. But I wouldn't abandon the run totally, because otherwise, pass rushers just tee off on your quarterback. Makes it very, very difficult for him in that situation.
Second and 4. And caught by Cooper for a Denver touchdown. A great effort there. His second touchdown of the afternoon. And the Broncos have a chance to tie things up as they trail by 2 here in the 4th. They'll look to throw. Sliding out of the pocket. And the Broncos are going to have 1st and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points. Still time to work with on the clock, but they wanted to tie now, and they got it.
And I love their aggressiveness. Go ahead and get it done, get the game tied. Now your team has the momentum, and you're staring across the field saying, let's see if you can match us.
And that'll carry over the back. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And this one likely on the short list for Game of the Year candidates. And boy, did it come in a good one here in the playoffs. All tied in the 4th with a berth to the Super Bowl on the line. Buckle up, everybody. And he's going to be dropped following a pickup of 7 past the 30 to the 32.
So much goes into a successful play, doesn't it? How about that play action there? Freezing the defense just enough to bring the tight end free downfield for the completion.
They'll operate from the 32-yard line here, 2nd and 3. Off the play fake to Dobbins. Here's Jackson. Looking left side, Andrews with it complete. And he'll be out of bounds after getting this one across the 40.
And partner, in a tie game in the 4th quarter, you and I both know in the NFL, that's when you lean on your stars. And he came through with a nice catch right there.
I'll tell you, far from ideal conditions to play in, but neither offense has had much trouble. Plenty of points to go around. First, Dobbins hit, and he fumbles. It's picked up by the Broncos. And they'll set up shop right near midfield at the 49-yard line.
Well, so much for the 4-minute offense. They were trying to reduce the clock, get in position to win the game, and leave no time for them to come back and catch them. And guess what? They turned the ball over. Yeah, I mean, they had it all set up for themselves, and they let it get away.
And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves them with 2 to go on 2nd down.
First play of the drive, let's give credit all around. Excellent blocking, but the guy carrying the ball, he was the finisher. A really nice run.
Only needing 2 yards on 2nd down. They run it again with Williams. And this time he's not going anywhere. They'll get him down right at the line of scrimmage. He got maybe a half yard at most, but officially they'll be left with a 3rd and 2. And everybody thinking about the possible field goal on 4th. It would be 58 yards from here. They'll go to the air here on 3rd and 2. And that will be incomplete. Well, the other day they told us when we've got 3rd and 5 or less, we have to be able to convert. And I guess every team would say that, Charles, but an opportunity missed there.
What they were trying to tell us is they believe it's a matchup game at that point. And they liked some matchups that they had, thought they could exploit them, unable to do so on that play.
They'll drop to throw. He'll get that complete to Albert O. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. Both sides were holding their breath there on that 4th down play, and the offense can breathe a sigh of relief.
And both knew exactly where the first down markers were. You know the defense is trying to guard those sticks and try and keep people in front, but somehow, some way, those guys found a way to pick it up.
So here's a 1st and 10 now down inside the 20. Now Williams running left. And he is into the end zone for a Denver touchdown. Javonte Williams scampering home from 19 yards out. And the Broncos have taken the lead. The extra point up and good. And they will take a 7-point lead. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. Some more offense at the line set to get going. And they are in need of points here, no doubt about that, with a Super Bowl berth on the line and trailing here in the fourth. He'll be brought down by the Broncos. It's a sack. Don't need it all back at once, but you figure they're going to need something here. 17 yards to go on second down. Another try after the first down sack. Jackson. Under pressure again, and down he goes again. Bradley Chubb, he's the one that drops him this go-around, and that pass rush getting strong here. Back-to-back sacks. Now after that sack, it's 3rd and long for Jackson and the Ravens. Off the play fake, here's Jackson. He sets to fire deep. He's got a man, complete. And he will be taken down, but a big play there as it comes just as we reach the 2-minute warning. A big connection on that one. 36 yards.
Push him back. Push him back. 13.
Throwing on first down, it's Jackson. Being chased out left. Nothing open downfield, so he'll throw it away.
Whew, that's certainly not the worst thing. It stops the clock and lets your offense catch its breath and lets us exhale a little bit. Now I expect them to call a couple plays in the huddle, so they're ready if a tackle happens inbounds.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down. On the counter now, it's Dobbins. They do get a yard there, but only a yard. Leaves them with 3rd and 9 looming. Here's Jackson. And that is incomplete.
That means it's just one last chance left, and this has to be a first down or a touchdown, or this game's over.
Game on the line, season on the line. They're going for it here on 4th down. Here we go. It's Jackson on 4th down. Throwing right, and that's complete. And he'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20. Throwing, Jackson. He'll find Dobbins out of the backfield. Dobbins hit, and he fumbles. It's picked up by the Broncos. And a terrific return as he'll take it up past the 35. And they were hoping to get down there, get the score, and get this thing into overtime. How deflating.
Absolutely. I mean, let's face it, heartbreaking. They had an opportunity, had a chance, and probably were feeling pretty good about what was going on, and that was taken away from them by their own mistake.
Yep, the opportunity squashed. They begin the drive with Williams. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. 65 yards rushing on 12 carries for him now. This defense, Charles, they have unraveled here in the 4th.
In a sense, it's like they're being pressed like in a basketball game, and they just can't get the ball over half court. I mean, no matter what they do, they can't get off the field. They can't slow them down. They're just going up and down the field against them. Yeah, unraveling would be a perfect word for them.
Now the Ravens going to use one of their timeouts as they'll stop him with 13 seconds left to play. The last run got 6, now 2nd and 4. They give it to Williams, running right. And this time he's able to take it down to the 42. And with inside of 10 seconds, 8 to be precise, we get whistles and a timeout on the field. The win for the Broncos seemingly assured. They go down to a knee. The Broncos are Super Bowl bound as we say goodnight, everybody.